Creole, shrimp gumbo, pan fried, deep fried, stir fried. There's pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp, pepper shrimp, shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp and potatoes, shrimp burger, shrimp sandwich. That's about it.
What is your opinion on shrimp farming?
They're horrible.
Yeah.
They take away, they're not healthy.
Yeah.
They put all these hormones and medicine, and then they live in their own filth.
Yeah.
Wild fish have all the systems that they need, and there's so many shrimp out there.
Yeah.
It's really a sustainable fishery, and so these people come in with farms, and then they lower the price, and they flood the market, and then the hard-working fishermen don't get a chance to sell their product, and then it gets replaced by this bland, regular, watered down, grown inland in filthy ponds shrimp.
The shrimp industry, prawn industry, is broken into two main categories of production. So wild caught and farmed. About 40, 50 years ago, people started to farm shrimp and really made a lot of progress and learned how to do it. Then there was kind of a bit of a gold rush where there was very little regulation and a lot of money was made, and that lasted for years, decades, arguably still today. Shrimp farming has probably cost the world around a quarter of its mangroves in about 45 years. So mangroves are, tidal plants with incredible root systems, and they form nursery habitat. They protect the coast from erosion, from storms, and they sequester twice as much carbon as a tropical rainforest per unit area. There are studies by NGOs that say 3 to 5 times more than the average tropical rainforest.
I'm very big into fishing, so when I go fishing, I realize, the fish stock is degrading, and let's say every person went out there today and caught a fish of a particular species, we could wipe the entire species out very easily. With the demand of seafood going up and up every year, human population going up, we can't just keep, taking from the ocean and expect it to provide for us the next year. What I love is fishing, so I'm growing seafood to basically reduce the pressure on the wild population.
Trawling around the world kills about 63 billion pounds on average of other sea life, so bycatch. They found that trawling annually for fish and shrimp releases more carbon than air travel, which is probably a complicated calculation, but the fact that it's even in the same ballpark should not make us feel so good about wild only. Fisheries methods continue to get better, but they have to get better faster. and our land-based or ocean-based farming production methods have to get better faster.
When I heard that there were shrimp available and they were actually from Los Angeles and done sustainably, I kind of had to pinch myself. You know, we never serve shrimp because, you know, other than spot prawns and ridgeback prawns, which are very short season, they're not very readily available locally. So I was all about it.
We could get the freshest product, you know, same day, and we order it on
2 hours.
2 hours
Out of the tank.
out of the tank.
It's like pulls it out.
Yeah.
Blast chills it and drops it over. It's like. You know.
We're gonna bring them in. It's a 5-pound bag. These guys get the extra larges, 1620s, harvested this morning.
My name is Jeremy Fox, and you're at Birdie G's. The philosophy of the company, widespread, is supporting regenerative farming, clean water, trying to kind of look at, you know, my heritage, which is Eastern Europe, through a California lens. It's informed a little bit by the Midwest, growing up in Ohio, and the South, living in Georgia and South Carolina as well. You know, it's a celebratory kind of restaurant, and while it's not necessarily like regal or you know, luxury ingredients, it is kind of bountiful, and you know, the idea is to have a lot of plates on the table passing around. To be fortunate enough to be living and cooking in California, you know, there's just so many amazing ingredients. The ocean, you know, is, you know, a mile and a half from here. You know, the guests love the shrimp, and I think they're as surprised as I was that they're, you know, this local to the restaurant. You know, we gave feedback. I know a lot of other chefs gave feedback, and the shrimp just kept getting better and better and better. You know, it's just such a unique product. It is great shrimp. It's, you know, it reminds me of the shrimp that I got, you know, we would get just big crates of in Charleston, South Carolina, just, you know, 50 pounds at a time. They're that, you know, flavorful and pristine. We do like a take on a shrimp toast with a Newburgh sauce, so it's kind of like, you know, like a riff on, you know, a nostalgic continental cuisine. That's the one that we'll be making today.
So as the operations manager here, I basically make sure the system is functioning properly and the shrimp are happy and well fed and growing on track. Taking care of the system is more demanding than a traditional system because we have a pretty sophisticated filtration system as we try to keep the water quality in the basically as good as we can for the shrimp, so they're happy and growing well basically. So we get our baby shrimp, which are called PLs, which stands for post larvae. We get them shipped in from Florida. That's where our supplier is, and they arrive here at about 10 to 12 days old. They're a few millimeters long, so they're super tiny, and those shrimp gets acclimated to our system water and our system temperature over the period of 5 to 6 hours, depending on the conditions they come in. We keep all the water quality parameters within their optimal range, So we keep the pH up near about 8, which is where the pH of the ocean is basically. We check on the water quality daily to weekly, and as they mature, we transfer them to a clear water system, which kind of mimics what they go through in the natural environment, which is once they're done growing up in estuaries, they migrate back out into the ocean. When we do kill them or euthanize them, we create an ice slurry where the temperatures is around 32 Fahrenheit. The water they're in right now is 86 degrees, which is pretty warm, so that major drop in temperature pretty much kills them instantly. So basically they hit the ice, within 10 to 15 seconds they're dead, and we chill the product down and then we package them and they go right into refrigeration and then sent out to the customers.
Jelena wrote back, hey, this is actually the kind of thing we would be interested in. Can we send a chef to check it out? So Max and Juan came, and I nervously had a little campfire grill and little tailgater. I think they had a little bit of like, where the heck are we and what's happening, but like we're digging this kind of. And then they tasted the product and they were like, man, like, can we get it this fresh? And I said, yes, chef, whatever you need, I'll deliver it to you the same day. And we've stuck with that ever since.
Yeah, my name is Juan Hernandez. I'm the executive chef of Jelena. I was a chef de cuisine, so I've always been in charge in the kitchen.
Juan's been here since the beginning. Was the director of purchasing and essentially assistant to Juan. And the way you create its menu, Juan usually works with the buyer who finds ingredients that are like worthy, essentially, and then brings them to Juan and says like, hey, this is beautiful, or this is cool, or this is delicious, or all the above, hopefully.
The first moment we tasted it, we realized that was one of the product that we will definitely use and we will definitely like feel proud to have on our menu. A current dish that we have on the menu right now is the wood roasted shrimp. We're just using it from whole, like we just like devein it and clean it. Just toss it with like little olive oil and put it in the cast iron and then just put that in a wood fire oven. Just finish it with butter, the black garlic and fermented chili powder. Cheers.
It's definitely our responsibility, my generation and yours, to do something. Or else what? If somebody puts a crying baby on your doorstep, it's not your fault, but you're damn sure it's your responsibility to do something about it. And the crying baby on our doorstep is, what the hell are we gonna do? Wild fish are getting smaller, the earth is warming, storms are getting crazier, we have less protection from storms due to the farming. So I mean, it's not just shrimp fishing and shrimp farming, it's other fishing, it's other industries altogether. Let's raise the bar for all of them because customers are demanding better stuff that's treated less, that spends less time in the freezer, that pays its employees more, that doesn't have slavery or indentured servitude in it. We know what it should be. Monterey Bay Aquarium has outlined this is what a green option would be, but we don't have any green options. So let's just buy the yellow or red. And we want to be that.
I'm gonna jump up.
Yeah, feel free to eat. Really good?
Doesn't